Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss the topic of pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. So pseudo stratified columnar epithelium is a special kind of epithelium because of the fact that although it's a single layer of epithelial cells resting on the basement membrane, but under the microscope it gives the appearance of multi-layered epithelium or stratified appearance. So that's why it's given the name of pseudo stratified epithelium or the falsely stratified epithelium. So here we have an epithelial tissue made up of single layer of cells but of different height. So why this epithelium appears pseudostratified is because of two facts. One fact is that the size or the height of the cells of pseudostratified columnar epithelium is different. Some of the cells are typical tall columnar cells reaching the full height of epithelial surface. However, some of the cells although resting on the basement membrane but they do not reach the topmost level of the epithelium and they end up somewhere in the midway. These types of cells which cannot reach the complete height of epithelium and end up in the midway are called basal cells. So because of these two different sizes of epithelium, the pseudostratified columnar epithelium gives the appearance of multi-layered. So the second important point which gives the appearance of multiple layers in this pseudostratified columnar epithelium is the position of nuclei. Some of the cells have their nuclei in their basal portions, while some of the cells will have their nuclei in their upper portion or the top area. So this different level of nuclei, when you observe under the light microscope, will give you the appearance of multiple layers of stratified epithelium. Here we have some light microscope images of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Here you can see the different levels of nuclei. Here another image. This one is not much clear, but you can appreciate the level of nuclei in this light microscope image as well. So another fact you must remember about pseudostratified columnar epithelium is that most of the time in most of the location in our body this pseudostratified columnar epithelium is ciliated. In some places these are typical cilia, while in other places these cilia are specialized kind of cilia, for example stercocilia. So location. In many locations you will find this pseudostratified epithelium, for example in your upper respiratory tract including your nasopharynx and your nasal passages. That's why it's often given the name of respiratory epithelium. Then again in lower respiratory tract, in trachea and in bronchi. Also in male genital system you find pseudostratified columnar epithelium, for example in prostate gland, epididymis as well as in vas deferens. Then in female you can find it in the endometrial lining of the uterus, and the final very special location of pseudostratified columnar epithelium is the inner ear. Okay, so some specification associated with pseudostratified columnar epithelium are: one, I have already discussed, the cilia present on its surface, and the goblet cells. Especially in the respiratory tract, the pseudostratified columnar epithelium has abundant goblet cells. So these specialized features of this epithelium are responsible for the function of this epithelium. So one of the function is the mucus secretion, which is especially prominent in your respiratory tract. So these goblet cells are responsible for this mucus secretion. Then other function is the protection. So how the protection is provided? This protection is a combined result of both the mucus production by these goblet cells as well as these cilia, the cilia present on the top surface or the luminal surface of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. They provide protection in your respiratory tract. Any foreign object which has gained entry in the respiratory passages will be cleared away or cleared off because of this cilia. So the third important function is transport. So this function of transport is especially very prominent in your male genital system because there the sperm after their formation in testes, their final passage through the vas deferens and ejaculatory duct, all this happens because of the function of these stercocilia which are present on the surface of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. So this is a very important function you must remember of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Thank you so much.